Good morning, explorers.
Good morning.
We're in sunny Cancun today.
It is beautiful here.
So we're gonna head into town and check out what we can do.
First thing we're gonna look for is transportation. We did hear there is a city bus, so we're gonna go maybe attempt to do that. It's supposed to be 12 pesos per person, so that's like 60 cents USD. Great way to save money. But we're still a little intimidated by that, so we might end up in a taxi.
Yeah, who knows? All right, well, we're gonna try to find out what trouble we won't get into.
Yes, because it is Mexico.
Yeah, but come along.
All right. R2 bus, we're heading downtown. Best bet just to put everything on your GPS so you know you're going the right direction. It costs 12 pesos and he does have change here, so it's fairly simple.
Just make sure you grab your seat. They take off whether you're sitting or not. Loud and bumpy, but easy peasy.
That cost us $3.60 altogether for 4 people.
Yeah.
Whereas a taxi ride could have been maybe 10, 15 bucks.
Exactly.
And
so use the public transit when you can.
Yeah, and it was only like a 4-minute ride, so that's not bad. We headed over to La Isla, and there's a bunch of stuff to do here, restaurants, all that stuff. But our first stop is Ripley's, believe it or not. They have one here in Cancun, and the kids were very interested in seeing this, so we thought we'd go check it out. Let's go.
One thing to note, you may need to just make sure you have cash.
A little bit of cash. We were able to pay with our credit card, but the machines here are kind of slow at times. It was $3.99 peso, and it was like $23 American, and that got us 2 attractions, Ripley's and this big Skywheel.
Yeah, more on that later.
They do have a mirror maze attraction too. We didn't get that one though, because we've been on them before.
Right.
Yeah, we're just coming here to see this Ripley's.
What does it actually burn on? That'd be kind of weird having a combustible engine.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's electric.
Will it catch on fire?
Right. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a pretty funny experience when you get to the other side to see what it is. Since I do know what it was, I'm very tempted to give it a pressed ham. Looks very sus. Oh, excuse me.
You always feel like these things are just gonna come to life and like grab you.
It's their own fault for setting up that picture like that.
So I think we're gonna try to walk this bridge.
Or you can just take the easy route.
Oh yeah. They have stuff here about the Mayan ruins, it looks like. Ooh, that looks painful. Alright, so Michael's gonna go in this room.
Alright, so where are we going, Gage? Anywhere but here.
Like this little game show, and you can answer 5 questions, it looks like. Oh, we were right, it was a hookworm. Oh, I won. I'm SMRT.
And unfortunately, that brings the Ripley's to an end.
Yeah.
So
It was a lot of fun.
yeah. A little bit of the smaller ones, but it had a lot of the same stuff in it.
Then again,
All right.
it's under construction.
Let's head to the next stop.
All right, guess what we found?
We are in front of a giant Ferris wheel.
They have one here in Cancun. As you know, this is kind of our bucket list to ride these all over the world.
We've been collecting them throughout various videos.
Yeah.
In fact, the last one we did was at the Strawberry Festival, which is a traveling Ferris wheel.
And that one was just as cool as these are, so.
Right.
Yeah. So, but we can now check off Cancun.
Yep. All right, let's climb aboard.
We got some water and we're gonna go hop on the Ferris wheel. It feels so nice in here.
Yes, very nice and air conditioned.
Yeah. All right, we ready?
Yep. Like the other Skywheels, no farting in people's faces. The peak.
What do you think? Are you liking it? Yeah, you can see all the way around, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. You get 3 rotations.
Yeah, and we got ourselves a little souvenir. As with all these, they take your photos, so we ended up getting them. We don't normally, but this is Cancun, you know?
Right. So I'll throw a couple of those photos on the screen so you can see what they came out.
They do have a place where you can exchange your American for pesos if you need some more. I can't say if you're going to get a good deal or not, but if you're in need of pesos, there you go.
And it looks like the boys found themselves a friend.
Yes. Unfortunately, it smells a little bit like a penny.
He's made of copper.
Yeah.
What do you think, Explorers? Is it me? We did something. Did a little souvenir shopping, and
Souvenir shop. They gave us a free bag too, so that's pretty cool.
we got a couple of little tequila things. They were actually handcrafted. Looked pretty cool.
Come back to the back of La Isla and they have this whole like North Pole thing, and you can actually play with snow in Cancun. It's like 80 degrees outside, but you go inside and you put a jacket on, play with some snow.
Sounds pretty fun. I just don't know that we were intending on using snow in Cancun.
Cancun actually has food for people who are picky eaters. We have heard some people say, oh, if I go to Mexico, I might not find something to eat there because I'm not a big fan of Mexican food. Well, they do have chain restaurants here too, like Johnny Rockets. They have Starbucks. So there's a little bit of food for everyone here.
Food in Mexico is different than Mexican food in America, so you won't know if you don't really try it. So make sure you do try things if you're down here.
We have enjoyed all the Mexican food we've eaten.
We're gonna head back to our room, and I think we're gonna check out a beach after that.
Yes, because when you're in Cancun, you have to go to the beach.
At least once.
At least once.
Sometimes it's not always just the seats.
But as long as you have hands to hold on.
Yep.
Hold on to a car.
Yep. Okay, we're back at the Airbnb. We've switched to our swim attire and we're exclusively on the GoPro now.
Yep, we're gonna go check out there. It says less than an 8-minute walk. There's a beach around here. It's called Playa Ballenas, and we're gonna go check that out because it don't matter where we go. I bet you it's all gonna be beautifully blue.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Take me back to Mexico, that Cancun sun would turn the sun or high on me, wanted to vibe with me.
So they did have somebody sitting out by the sign there, and I believe if you want to park along here you have to pay, but you don't have to pay if you actually just walk here.
They do have bathrooms behind me and little showers if you want to rinse off after you're done.
And like most beaches in America, no glass containers.
Take me back to Mexico, that Cancun sun would turn the sun or high on me. Wanted to vibe with me. Take me back to Mexico, that Cancun sun would turn the
There's so much wind here that they don't even have to be going very fast to go on their parasail.
We found a little spot. This beach is kind of crowded, but that's because the hotels get most of the beach, and this is the public area.
And it is spring break.
And it is spring break, so. But the water is beautiful. All right, let's get in. I don't know if it's gonna be warm or cold though.
All right, that blue is inviting. It's calling us.
I bet it's cold. Oh, it's cold.
All right, here we go.
Take me back to Mexico, that Cancun sun would turn the sun or high on me. Wanted to vibe with me. Take me back to Mexico, that Cancun sun would turn the sun.
Water is not that cold at all, but when you stand up out of it, it's the wind. It is very windy here because we're along this peninsula.
Or high on me. Wanted to vibe with me.
You want a place to come get pushed around? Cancun is pretty good.
Yeah, like you could actually surf these waves.
Yeah.
Loving you was such a bliss. That is something I will miss. How do you feel for one more kiss? Loving you was such a bliss.
All right.
Well, that was a blast.
Yeah, the water gets a little bit warmer once you step inside.
Yeah, and if you're right on the shoreline, man, that thing just sucks you in and then punches you right back out.
Yeah, I fell over a few times.
Oh yeah, and I did get a whole bunch of dirt up my shorts, or sand up my shorts.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go get cleaned up, and then we're gonna go look for some Mexican food or something to eat tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's go. All right, so we did a quick change. We got all that sand off us from the beach. It was definitely a lot. We're here at Hacienda Sisal. We were walking around and we smelled this place and we thought, hey, why not?
Yes. So it's a Mexican grill, and it features a lot of the foods that we were told to try while we were in Cancun.
Yeah, so let's go give it a try. Everywhere we go, they give you tortilla chips here, and they're really good and they're nice and salty. There's a green salsa here, a red salsa, and some refried beans, and then you find this at a bunch of different places. Alright, give it a try.
Oh wow! It's got a little bit of a smoky flavor to it, but it's sweet. It's not harsh like you would get from something that's like bourbon or anything like that. It's just got like an underlying hint of it.
So, looks like it's got a mint, and maybe either a grapefruit or an orange, like dried, and then a little tiny flower. Ooh, that is nice. The empanadas have arrived. These are a little bit more fancier than I've seen. But
This is one of the foods you must try.
yeah.
good to go. We have a few items on the menu and we'll show you when it gets here.
The food is here.
The food has arrived and it looks delicious. Let's give you a little introduction to each one.
Here you can find tons of different burritos. This is actually kind of like a fancy burrito. I got it's supposed to be steak. It's very fancy for being a burrito. Nikolai got this special burrito. Do you know what was in it?
Steak, chicken, bacon, and some other type of vegetables in there.
Another great dish is called the carnitas. They give you the meat and then you make your own tacos and then you have all of these different items. Now this is the chicken flantas. It almost looks like Tosquitos.
The Tosquitos, yeah.
Yeah, Tosquitos. But it's supposed to have chicken inside of them. And again, it's very fancy.
All right, well, we're starving.
Yeah. It's almost 8 o'clock. They eat late here. So.
Yes, that's one thing we noticed. So when you come here, you may be expected to eat a little bit later.
Yeah.
All right, let's dig in.
Yeah.
That food was fantastic. Yes, very authentic. I could not say better things about it.
Our server was wonderful. Her name was Gabriella, and she just made everything just so wonderful here. We paid about, what, 185 USD, so a little bit more fancy, but everything tasted so wonderful.
Okay, well, we're gonna head back to the Airbnb and we'll catch up with you in a bit. Hey Explorers, it is the next day.
Yep. So we thought we'd go and see some of the culture around here. We're gonna stop here at the Museo Maya Cancun. Supposedly there are some Mayan ruins around here too. We're gonna go check out if we have time. So let's go.
All right, let's go. One thing to note, no bags inside, so you have to check your book bag here.
It is 95 pesos per person to get in, which is not too bad. So they wanted 50 USD to record, so from now on we're going to just be showing photos of the inside of the museum. But come inside. One of the first American civilizations. They rose about 1000 BC. It was about 115,000 square miles. They had a lot of advanced technology for the time with spears and pots and pans and all that stuff, and it spread through a big part of this area. We found a gato. Come check it out. He's a Mexican kitty. I'll smuggle you in my luggage.
Adios, el gato. Okay, we're heading over to the archaeological section, which is the Zona Arqueológica de San Miguelito. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right.
Little fun fact, this well here was built in the 1950s for the ranch that stood in this place in Cancun. They didn't have a lot of public services in the 1950s here. So could you imagine Cancun being almost like empty as a ranch? They said that this water is not very drinkable as it is high in salt.
Mm-hmm.
And plus also don't drink the Mexican water.
Yeah. Montezuma's revenge.
Definitely have to watch where you're walking because these lizards, they camouflage themselves and you don't really see them on the path at times.
Yeah.
There's this bird behind us. It keeps saying red rum.
Sounds like it.
Red rum, right? Goes this little lizard. He's guarding the ruins. He's telling us, get out.
All right, no trespassing.
Yeah.
Okay, explorers, I think this is where we're gonna leave you.
So that was a lot of walking today. It was great to be able to see a Mayan ruin because most of them you have to take a long tour outside of the city.
Right.
But they actually have this little one here in Cancun. So it was nice to actually see one
Definitely.
and to learn a little bit about the culture and the Mayan people.
Yes. The beaches were gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
We didn't get a chance to check out the Playa Marlin. We did do the Playa Ballenas. We've seen mixed reviews on both, so both are probably worth checking out.
Yes. And if you have time, the island of Mujeres, we wanted to check out that one too, but that's more if we're staying in Cancun for like a week, I think.
Right. From what we were told, that requires a whole day in itself.
Yeah, because it's like a 45-minute ferry ride, I think, to the island itself.
And we will be back.
Yes, we love Cancun, and we loved Mexico the whole time we were here.
Yes, definitely.
So, but this is just a few things that you can do here in Mexico, and don't be afraid to use the Hotel Zone bus because it's very simple. And if you don't know where you're going, they know very little English, but you can kind of tell them the place, and they'll let you know when it's your stop.
And Google Translator is your friend if you do get stuck.
Yes, and Google Maps, because you can just Google Map and make sure that you're going in the right direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as always, thank you for coming along with us. Keep exploring.
And we'll see you back in America. Focus? I feel like it's not in focus.
No, maybe it's supposed to be an autofocus.
I can't say whether they're going to give you a good deal or not, but if you need more money, here at, where are we, La Isla?
Imagine how much code I could write if I had a keyboard like this.
The beach is a little small here because they have the hotels around this area, but we did find a little spot here, so, Alright, so
we're gonna have to switch the lighting on. I think it's starting to get staticky. We're gonna use that one, otherwise we're gonna use the other one. The empanadas have arrived.
Is it on? I'm gonna say it on.
It's on.
Why is it black? The screen's black.
I don't know.
It's also
See, it's
flashing.
recording.
I know, but it's also flashing.